Welcome to One Question at a Time, the SAT series. Question number 36. Like segment AB had midpoint 7, -1 if point A had coordinate 2, 6, then point B had coordinate. So we have some keywords here, that is midpoint. Okay. So what is the midpoint? The midpoint is the point in between. Is like at the middle between the 2 points A and B. And what is the formula? So the midpoint coordinate will be x of A plus x of B divided by 2, comma, y of A plus y of B divided by 2. So we call this one is x of M. We call this one is y of M. Okay. Now to solve for these questions, we're working on two different value. That is, point B will have x of B and y of B, right? So let's call point P have x of B, comma, y sub B. So this is one question mark, this is another one. Just like this. Now let's calculate it. At first we know that the midpoint here is x sub M, here is y sub M. That is the value. X sub M is equal 7, y sub M is -1. This is x sub A, this is y sub A. Okay, so now we plug it in. So we have x of M that equal x of A plus x of B over 2. And we already know that x sub M is 7. Okay, so we have this one as 7 for x sub M. Let's write down vertically so we can see it easier. Okay, x sub M is 7, that equal x sub A is 2 plus x sub B over 2. Now we have to solve for x sub B. So we multiply both sides by 2. We cancel that one. We have 14 equal 2 plus x sub B. Now we subtract 2 both sides. What we have? We cancel that 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. We have x of B on the right hand side, and then we have 12 on the left hand side. So one of the question mark is 12. Okay, now we find x sub y sub M. Okay, we have y sub M that equal y of A plus y of B over 2. So now let's calculate y sub M is -1. Okay, y sub A is 6. Add y sub B over 2. Similar to another side, we just multiply both sides by 2. Making sure when we have the negative numbers, we put in the parentheses before we apply the multiplications. And also if we have more than one term, here we have two terms, 6 plus y sub b, we have to put in the parentheses as well. Okay, so that 2 is cancelled. On the left side we have 2 times negative 1 is negative 2 equals 6 plus y sub b. Now we minus 6 both sides. That gone. We have negative 8, and here is y sub b. So right here is minus 8. So C is the right answer. So let's explain about the diagram here. You see that the distance go down will be divided in half. So from 6 to negative 1, that is the y value up and down vertically is y value, right? Y value up and down vertically. X value is horizontally. So vertically is the y value. From A is from 6 right here. That is from 6. Then they move down to negative 1. In between 6 and negative 1, that's 7 units. So it means from M, they will go down 7 units. So from negative 1 go down 7 units. It will be the y sub M, y sub B. So y sub B in this case will be negative 1 minus 7. Because you go down, so you have to subtract. Okay, so this one is negative 8. That is why 7 here, since they move from vertically from negative 1 to that y sub b. Similar to x. X is horizontal, so you see that from x value of a is right here. X value of a right here is 2, right? You move to the left 5 units to make it 7. So right here is 7. Okay, so you move 5 more units. 5 more units, that you get 12. 7 and 5, 12. Because you move to the right, so you add them. You take the 7 and 5. If you move to the left, you will subtract 5. If you move up, so up is add, minus is subtract, is down. So from point A to point B, you go down, right? So X is left and right, right? Move to the left will be negative, minus. Move to the right will be added. So this is the point B is on the right side of point A compared to point A. Point A is right here, X of A. So X of B is on the right side, so we add the unit, right? So right here we add 5, then we add 5 more. Midpoint have the 7, the X sub M is 7, so we add 5, you got point B. It's look like that. X A, you add a certain amount of the distance, right? Let's call that distance is A equal X of M. Then from X of M, you add the same distance A to get X of B. A is just a number. In this case, A is 5 in this case. Okay, so similar to Y. So you have Y sub A, you subtract, because you move down, so you subtract A, okay, equal YM. Or if you can do it, you can do add A as well, but your A will be negative. Okay, so Y sub M, you will add A equal Y sub B. And now A, you move down, so you have to kind of have from 6 to negative 1. You have that, you find A, right? So you have 6 that plus A equal negative 1. So A equal negative 7. In this case, A equal negative 7. So how we find A equal 5 when x sub A plus A equal x sub M? We see that we have x sub A is 2, right? We add A is equal x sub M is 7. So we subtract 2 both sides. You have A equal 5. See that? So after you find A equal 5, you just plug in. This is the second method of drawing out the diagram. By using the formula, we just go straight forward. Thank you for participating in this series, and see you next time.